Before we start, if this moves you, please subscribe and leave a like. Every bit helps. Support links in the comments. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
I was looking at you this morning and something stopped me. The way the light came in and found you where you stood. All the years written into you like rings inside a tree trunk. And I thought, God, I wouldn't change a single thing I'm seeing. You said us something different from the start, a forever version of the way we looked at 22. But what I see in you is better. What you look like now is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen up close. What you look like now is someone who has lived and loved and bore it. Every silver strand, every quiet line is every year I got to keep you here with me. What you look like now is mine. You laughed the other day, and I could see the young one in you, right there underneath the face that time has touched. And both of them are you, and both of them I love. But this one right here is the one who knows me best. The world is always looking somewhere else, but I'm right here and I see exactly what I've got. And it's not less, it's more. What you look like now is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen up close. What you look like now is someone who has lived and loved and bore it. Every silver strand, every quiet line is every year I got to keep you here with me. What you look like now is mine. Live in a world that doesn't want to age, chasing back whatever it imagines it has lost. But I've been watching you walk into this season, and darling, you are everything that's worth the cost. This is not a consolation prize, this is the main event. What you look like now is what I hope I get to keep looking at forever. What you look like now takes my breath the same as it did. Then I didn't think it was possible to love you more, but here I am, completely wrong again. What you look like now. May I spend the rest of my mornings getting stopped by you in the light. girl in cut-off jeans and sunlight, standing without care. She's laughing at whoever held the camera that day, with her whole life still in front of her and nothing in the way. I stood there in the hallway for a long and quiet minute, trying to remember how it felt to be that free. She was 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, and I barely know her name. She was 22, and I will never be her again, and I would not trade places all the same. She thought that she was ordinary, thought she had no light. She worried about everything and cried most every night. If I could sit beside her now and tell her what I know, I'd say, honey, you are braver than you'll ever let yourself be told. But she had to live it all the way to understand that the woman she'd become was worth the journey and the scars. She was 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, and I barely know her name. She was 22, and I will never be her again, and I would not trade places all the same. There's a grief in growing older that nobody warned you of, not for what you lost, but for the girl you left behind. I hope she knows I carried her through everything that came. I hope she knows I think about her every now and then, with nothing but kindness in my mind. She was 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, like a daughter, like a friend. She was 22, and look how far we've come. Look who we are now. Look how this story ends. I see you, girl, I always did. The last box left on a Saturday in June. She hugged me at the door and drove into the afternoon. I stood there in the driveway till the car was out of sight, then walked back through a house that had a different kind of light. Every room still smells like who they used to be, and I don't know yet who this quiet's making me. The kids are gone, and the house is full of space. I keep finding little pieces of them are gone, and I'm learning how to be just a woman, not a mother. Finally, just me. I made 4 plates for dinner out of habit Tuesday night. Caught myself and laughed until the laughing turned to cry. It's not that I'm not proud of every road they chose to walk. It's just the silence has a weight that nobody ever talks. I gave the best of 30 years to voices, needs and noise. Now I'm sitting with the woman who existed before boys. The kids are gone and the house is full of space. I keep finding little pieces of them all over the place. The kids are gone and I'm learning how to be just a woman, not a mother. Finally, just me. I planted something in each one of them I'll never see complete. I taught them how to leave, and now I'm learning that same thing. There's a garden out the back that I've been meaning to rebuild, and a self I put on hold that's ready now to bloom. The kids are gone and the house is full of space, but I'm filling it with mornings and a slower, softer pace. The kids are gone and I'm learning how to be not less of who I was, but more of who I'm meant to be. Empty nest, fullest heart I've ever had. I used to think that love was supposed to feel like urgency, the kind that moves like weather, loud and full of electricity. And I won't say that wasn't real, because it was, but I didn't know there was another country past it, past the fireworks and the friction, past the need to prove and be proved right. There's something I had no name for then. Softer now, we are softer now, not quieter in feeling, deeper in the knowing. Softer now, we are softer now. The edges that we fought across have turned to something open. I didn't lose the fire when it softened into this. I just found what the fire was becoming. We are softer now. You don't have to fight to be understood anymore. I know you before you finish most of your sentences, and you know the looks that mean I need some room to think. And you give it and I give it, and somehow that's the deepest love of all. version of this love has more inside it than the loudest version ever could. Softer now, so much softer now, and I am more in love with you than ever. Somehow softer now, we are softer now, and all the softness was just all the love made wise. I wouldn't go back to the fire, I would stay right here in this quiet warmth forever. We are softer now. Turns out the softest version of a love is also the most unbreakable. There were years I held my breath and just hoped this was strong enough. When the ground between us cracked and we couldn't find the words, I remember driving home alone and asking someone in the dark if this thing we started young still had a beating heart. But something in you wouldn't let go, and something stubborn in me wouldn't either. We found each other past the fire. At the top, we made it to here. Now I look across the table at the face I know by heart. Every line of conversation, every gray year we walked, and I'm so trade it for the easier road out, because the hard way through was worth what we found on the other side. Not every love survives the distance, not every promise holds the weight, but we built something real. At the top, we made it to here. I'm not saying it was always beautiful. There were days I couldn't even look you in the eye. But I am saying that the beauty that came after was worth every silent night, every stubborn fight. This is what love looks like when it's not given up. We made it, and I choose you again through all Turns out it was stronger than either of us knew. There's a town off the 33 that nobody bothers to name. Just a gas station, a diner, and a water tower with rust. I grew up on the street behind the old Ohio Mission, where the orange groves went on forever in the August dust. I left at 17 with everything I owned in one bag. Never look back, so I've told myself for 30 years. Dusty road, California, still running through my blood like the Santa Ana wind. Dusty road, California, you can leave a place completely and still carry it within. Every golden hill, every dry creek bed, every summer smell of sage and dirt and heat. Dusty road, California, you're the ground beneath my feet. I drove back through last April just to see if it was real. The mission's still there standing and the diner's still the same. An older woman smiled at me from someone's front porch rocker, and I wondered if she knew my mother once by name. Some places hold you even when you swore you'd moved along. The roots go deeper than the leaving. That's the California song. Dusty road, California, still running through my blood like the Santa Ana wind. Dusty road, California, you can leave a place completely and still carry it within. Every golden hill, every dry creek bed, every summer smell of sage and dirt and heat. Dusty road, California, you're the ground beneath my feet. I used to think that home was something you could drive away from, pack it up and leave it in the rear view, getting small. But standing in that orange grove with the afternoon light falling, I understood that song of home never left at all. Dusty road, California, still running through my blood like the Santa Ana wind. Dusty road, California, you can leave a place completely and still carry it within. Every golden hill, every dry creek bed, every summer smell of sage and dirt and heat. Dusty road, California, you were always home to me. The dust never really washes off. like my hands could make it stay, cupping all the could-have-beens and keeping grief at bay. There are names I still reach for in the middle of the night, and a version of myself I've been defending like she's right. But a river doesn't answer to the stones that try to hold it. It just finds another way and keeps on moving to the sea. Let the river run, let it take what it was meant to take. Let the river run, some things only heal when you release the weight. Let the river run through the places you've been holding close. Let the river run, trust that you'll be standing on the other side of all you've let go. I forgave my father standing in his garden after he was gone, talking to the roses like it somehow healed me in the roots. Took me 20 years to get there, but I got there on my own. And the woman who walked home that day walked lighter in her boots. There's a grief that turns to stone if you refuse to let it move, and a life that's waiting quietly behind the things you can't undo. Let the river run, let it take what it was meant to take. Let the river run, some things only heal when you release the weight. Let the river run through the places you've been holding close. Let the river run, trust that you'll be standing on the other side of all you've let go. I'm not saying it goes easy, I'm not saying it don't hurt. I'm just saying there's a morning on the other side of this, where the ground is soft and ready, and you're finally ready to. And the only thing that got you there was learning how to let it move. Oh, let the river run, let it take what it was meant to take. Let the river run, some things only heal when you release the weight. Let the river run through every sorrow, every shame, every name. Let the river run and find yourself still standing, whole and clean and free again. Let it go, let it run. Let yourself begin again. Found each other in a college dorm in 1983. He knocked on my door to borrow sugar and never really left. We've lived in different cities, raised our kids on different coasts, but every Friday morning there's a text that says I'm here. We've held each other through the losses that don't have a name, the kind that don't make sense to anyone who wasn't there the same. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 more. You sat with me the night my marriage fell apart at the seam. You didn't try to fix it, didn't tell me what to feel. You just poured the wine and let me talk until the talking stopped. And in the morning made me eggs and said, now let's get real. There's a love that doesn't ask for anything but showing up. And you have shown up every single time without a second thought. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, and I'd give 40 more. When they talk about the loves that shape a life, they always mean the romantic kind, the ones that burn and break. But you're the constant, you're the thread that holds the whole thing straight. The Friday I would cancel, everything else to keep. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, God, I hope we get 40 more. Same time next Friday, always. Always. The last box left at noon, and now the hallway echoes back my name. I walk past her empty room, still smelling like her perfume and her rain. The fridge is full of things she doesn't eat anymore. I didn't know how loud a house could be before the door stopped opening. And you came to find me sitting on the stairs. Didn't say a word, just put your hand in mine, like you've done 1,000 times. The house got quiet, and somehow we filled it with everything we used to save for later. The house got quiet, and I heard you breathing, and I remembered why I fell in love with you. We made spaghetti for two, and it felt like a revolution. Set the table by the window, let the evening in. There were no schedules pulling at our sleeves, just this ordinary miracle having room to breathe. You laughed at something small, I don't remember what, but it was the first real laugh we'd had in years, and it landed like a gift. The house got quiet, and somehow we filled it with everything we used to save for later. The house got quiet, and I heard you breathing, and I remembered why I fell in love with you. All those years of beautiful noise, homework and heartbreak and holiday joy, we wouldn't trade a single loud and glorious day. But the kids are gonna be alright, and tonight the moon is ours, and this quiet is a kind of grace I didn't know to pray for. The house got quiet, and we let it be. Poured some wine, turned on the old record. The house got quiet, and it sounded like the life we always meant to live. The last box left at noon, and something new walked through the door. I used to chase the bigger thing, the louder and the more. Fill the house with everything until I couldn't see the floor. But somewhere in the middle of all that accumulation, I lost the thread of what I was actually living for. Then one afternoon I sat beside my garden in the quiet, and understood that everything I'd needed had been here. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is the small and true. My granddaughter fell asleep against my shoulder after lunch, her whole weight trusting mine like I was solid as the earth. And I sat there not moving for an hour in the heat, because some moments are too full to move and too rare to not feel worth. I've been to all the places that I thought would make me whole, but the things that filled me never had a price tag on their soul. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is the small and true. Not the house that came back despite the frost. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is already here, is already you. You don't need more. You never did. Caught my hands in the kitchen light this morning by the sink. The way they held the coffee cup, I stopped and had to think. There's knuckles in these river lines, this skin that's starting to show. I've seen these hands before somewhere a long, long time ago. She kneaded bread on Sunday mornings, humming to herself. I never thought I'd be her, now I'm nothing else. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She never called herself a hero, never asked to be seen, just showed up every single day for everyone between. I watched her hands and never thought to say how much they meant. Now mine are doing all the things that hers were heaven sent. There's a strength in what these hands have carried without praise, a quiet kind of legacy that lasts beyond our days. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She's been gone 11 years, and still I reach to call her name when something breaks or blooms, or when the grandkids misbehave. And every time I look down at these hands that look like hers, I feel her in the room again, like love that never leaves. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, every everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I'm not scared anymore. These hands are how she stays, and how I carry her forward. Same hands, different woman, same love. I used to walk into a room already explaining, already smaller than the space, already half complaining. Sorry for my timing, sorry for my thinking, sorry for the space I took up even while I was shrinking. But an apology you didn't earn is just a habit, and I've been breaking habits one by one this season. I don't apologize anymore for being here, for taking up the light, for making myself clear. I spent so many years excusing my existence. I forgot that showing up was never wrong. I said sorry to the weather, sorry to the wall, sorry when they bumped me in a crowded hall. Swallowed my opinion with a smile and a nod, made myself invisible and called it being broad. But silence isn't grace when it costs you everything. I've been practicing a different kind of reckoning. I don't apologize anymore for being here, for taking up the light, for making myself clear. I spent so many years excusing my existence. I forgot that showing up was never wrong. There's a difference between kindness and erasure, between letting someone in and losing all your borders. I can hold the door and still walk through it. I can love you and still take up my own space. I don't apologize anymore for being here, for speaking up too loud, for making things clear. I spent so many years rehearsing my smallness. I almost missed the life that was mine all along. The kindest thing I ever did was finally stop saying sorry.
Put an old record on and I forgot for a second how old I was. Suddenly we're younger in the way that only music it lets you be. You held your spatula like a microphone, and I started laughing. And somewhere between the sauce and the second chorus we were dancing. And I thought, when did we stop doing this? All those years of serious and scheduled, something just let go tonight. Dancing in the kitchen again, no occasion, no reason, no audience. Dancing in the kitchen again, like we did before the world got in. The dinner's getting cold and I don't care at all, because we're dancing in the kitchen again. It doesn't take a lot to find the life inside the ordinary. A particular song and your particular face, and suddenly the years just rearrange themselves around the joy. And you remember this is what the whole long road was for. And I want more of this, not the big expensive version of our happiness, but this right here, in socks on hardwood, dancing in the kitchen again. No occasion, no reason, no audience. Dancing in the kitchen again, like we did before the world got in. The dinner's getting cold and I don't care at all, because we're dancing in the kitchen again. This is the revolution I was looking for, not in some faraway place or some imagined time. It was always here between the sink and the stove, between this person and this song, this particular night. We don't need more than this to be completely alive. Dancing in the kitchen again, we're gonna do this every Tuesday, every Friday. Dancing in the kitchen again, proof that ordinary love can still surprise you. Let the world have its noise. We've got this song and enough room to move. Dancing in the kitchen again. Later we'll tell our kids that on a random Wednesday night we found what we were looking for.
I used to move my chair so you'd have more room, pulling my elbows, lower my voice, leave before noon. I learned to laugh at jokes I didn't find funny, learned to need less, ask for less, cost less than money. Somewhere in the middle of all that shrinking, I caught myself disappearing, and I started thinking, there's room enough for me at this table, room enough to breathe, room enough to stay. I've been folding myself into corners for the very last today. I've worn polite like a coat in the August heat, kept my opinions quiet on every crowded street. But the years have a way of asking what you traded, and I've got answers now that won't be understated. I'm not looking for a fight, not looking for an audience. I'm just done with all this quiet disappearance. There's room enough for me at this table, room enough to breathe, room enough to stay. I've been folding myself into corners for the very last time today. It wasn't one moment, it was 1,000 small surrenders, a lowered hand, a swallowed word, a fire down to embers. But embers don't go out, they wait, and I've been waiting long enough. There's room enough for me at this table, room enough to speak, room enough to stay. I spent so long folding myself into corners, but I'm taking up my space today. The chair fits just right when you stop moving it away. I showed up to my own life like a guest who wasn't sure. Stood a little sideways, kept one hand on the door. Gave my half attention to the things that needed all of me. Saved my real self for a someday that I couldn't clearly see. But someday has a way of being always just ahead, and I woke up to the distance between living and half dead. No more half life, no more half year, no more saving the good dishes for a day that won't appear. I've been giving everyone the edited version of my time. No more half life, the whole thing's mine. I half believed in dreams I never let myself pursue. Half committed to the mornings, half present to the view. Half in love with my own life, but always holding back, like I needed someone's permission just to stay on track. But permission is a currency I'm done waiting to receive. The only one who has to authorize this life is me. No more half life, no more half year, no more saving the good dishes for a day that won't appear. I've been giving everyone the edited version the whole thing's mine. I've sat at sunsets thinking I should feel more than I did. Kept the volume low on joy like some well-practiced kid. But I'm not practicing anymore, and this is not a rehearsal. The life in front of me deserves my full and unreserved arrival. No more half-light, no more half-seat, no more standing at the edge of what this life could mean. I used to save myself for something I couldn't define. No more half-life, I'm walking in, the whole thing's mine. The good dishes were always meant for an ordinary Tuesday.
I used to fill every silence. I didn't trust what lived inside it. Kept the radio on, kept the calendar full, kept running past the things I was afraid to feel. It took me years to understand that what I was avoiding was exactly what I was looking for. And then I found it, not in any grand arrival, just here, in this house, in this life, with you. The quiet that is full of something. This is where the quiet lives, not in the empty but in the earth. This is where the quiet lives, in the middle of a love that the years have confirmed out. Been looking for this peace in all the louder places, but it lives right here, in the quiet with you. There's a sound this house makes after 10 at night, when everything settles into itself. You're breathing the low voice of the trees outside, the sense that everything that matters is accounted for. I never thought I'd be someone who loves the dark, but I am, because this dark has you in it. And nothing is missing from this moment, not a single thing needs to be added or improved. This is the life I was becoming all along. This is where the quiet lives, not in the empty but in the urn. This is where the quiet lives, in the middle of a love that the years have confirmed. I've been looking for this peace in all the louder places, but it lives right here, in the quiet with you. They said that getting older was the thing to fear, and I was afraid, I'll give them that. But what they didn't mention was the quiet that comes with it, the deep relief of knowing who
resting in that knowing without apology. This is where the quiet lives, and I am finally fluent in its language. This is where the quiet lives, and I would not trade a single decibel for this. Let the world be loud, we'll be right here, where the quiet lives. Together, everything I was rushing toward was this. Exactly this right here.